reason, but an excuse. See, I understand a reason why such and such, a legitimate reason why such and such didn't pan out. But when an excuse comes about that is frequently used, now I'm relegating that to want to accomplish this thing that I'm asking you. Now, I said, First Lady, earlier on, I said, now, do we make mistakes? Yeah, of course. Do sometimes we slip and not do what we said we're going to do? Of course, we're human. It happens. What I'm talking about is, it is like a trend. Y'all feel me? It's like a trend. You already know that I'm going to ask this thing of you. Look like the initiative would kick in. And you be like, you know what? I know he's going to have me. He had me this here week. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. You know, but even if the initiative don't kick in, and if I ask, hey, the reason that is not being done, is it frequent? Is it always happening? Is it constant? Now it's a bigger issue. It's not like just a isolated hit and miss. You just missed the mark that time. You just, you know, that happened. I don't know. Did I? Okay. Somebody else had something. Okay. You.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. Game of tug of war.
I'm sorry?
In the game of tug of war,
Okay.
one party is supposed to be pulling.
Yes.
Opposite direction.
Yes.
When one person is pulling and the other one just holding the rope.
And that happens in relationships. It does. Imagine this. Go with me in your mind's eye. You got 5 people on this side pulling this way. You got 5 people on this side pulling this way. Only on this side, only 3 people are actually pulling and 2 just holding the rope. That has to be addressed. Why is it that the person, the mate, whomever he or she may be, why is it that that person is not pulling their share load? Why is it that that person is not contributing? What is the reason behind that? We must first isolate and find out why. Pastor preached a message on your why. Why is it that this is happening? Once you ascertain why, then you will know what the reason. Because see, sometimes it could just be sheer laziness. That ain't a legitimate reason. You just lazy. Or could it be medical reason? It could be a gamut of reasons. Let's find out why this dude over here is holding the rope. Man, your hands hurt? What's going on with your hands? They too small? You can't grip the rope? What's happening? Or you scared?
Fear, never played tug of war before, don't know how.
Mm-hmm. See, I can work with that, though.
Yeah, you can work with that.
I can work with that. Yeah. What is the reason the person just holding the rope? Once you know that, then you know. Because see, sometimes, I ain't gonna look at nobody when I say it. Sometimes, the dude that's holding the rope, based on the answer that they give you, you might have to replace them. Based on the answer that they give you. Because if it's repetitive, constantly, on my job, and I'm coming to you, on my job, on your job, on all y'all job, just hold the rope and keep on just holding. Just keep on holding. What's going to eventually happen? You're going to be replaced. All right? Yeah.
I think you're off the mind.
I'm sorry?
You're off the mind. That's what I was getting to.
Okay.
Yeah, like you said, if you got a person that doesn't give you the same old reason of why they ain't doing it, then what do you do?
Right.
And same here, I think we were thinking alike because I was just about to ask that same question. What if, you know, the reasoning, some people, I don't know why, or, you know, they're just not giving you that reason and they continue to do the same old thing and the other person is doing all that they can.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? You know, is that where you move to replace them? So,
And see, and that's prayer. A lot of prayer in that area because I believe in every moment, in every instance, in every relationship, there is a learning moment. There's something to garner from that. There's something to learn. God, what is the purpose of this that I'm going through? What is happening in this very moment? There is always a reason why God is carrying you through whatever it is that you may be going through. But the person that's not, as in Sister Shelton's words, just holding the rope, Pastor said, hey, maybe they're scared. Maybe they've never done this before. When Monica and I knew that we were pregnant, I told her, coming home from the hospital, and I said this once before, I don't know nothing about this now. I don't know nothing. And I didn't see it. I didn't see it manifest in my own household. I don't know nothing about being a dad. I don't know about the child and all this. But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. And see, when a person is actively trying, they might be missing it here and there, but they're just like playing ball. I coach basketball. If I got a kid that's out there actually, John, hitting it, really working hard, but the talent really is not there, I can work with that. So in our marriages, hey, are you trying? At least try. Show me that you want this. Because eventually, there are times where God will give you a release. Like, this is not working. Now, do I advocate divorce? I'm not advocating divorce. I'm not advocating separation. But there are times, and it's biblically in the Bible, there are times that God will give you a release from that because that wasn't the person that he had or she was for you, that God had for you.
I do say this, in that road situation, if the actual cause or the root of that person not pulling is, I don't want to, you can't fix that.
You can't.
And same way when it goes to a marriage, I said we can work on a lot of things. When I do counseling, I said, but there's one thing I can't fix. If one say, I don't want you. That's it. I can't fix I don't want you. You can even work with I don't love you.
Mm-hmm.
You can work, but I don't want you. I can't fix I don't want you.
That's right.
Ain't no workaround on that.
Right. I can't make you want somebody. Okay. Sometimes, and more times women than men that I in my travels, dude done showed you time and time again, you don't want you. Done showed you time and time, not just with this, but with this. In his actions, but you still trying. Can't make nobody want you. If he or she doesn't want you, you have got to let that go. You have to. You got to let it go.
Anything you don't want, you will not feel.
That's right.
And sometimes you just got to ask the question and be prepared for whatever answer is coming. You got to just, okay, do you want me? Do you want me or not?
Absolutely. And it's just that simple.
It's just that simple.
Absolutely.
Being willing to talk.
Mhm.
Being willing to talk. You got to open up and talk.
Yes.
If you don't open up and talk, how can I know what your actions are, or how can I know, what
Very
you
good.
think, what's going on?
Very
If you're
good.
not talking,
That's
you're
it.
holding up a sign in front of my face. I can't stand that, or like you got a mute mouth. You got to talk.
That's right.
And,
That's right.
it was an old saying that was told to me a long time ago. Talk is cheap and actions are expensive.
What was it again?
Talk is cheap and actions are expensive. Because your actions is what's going to portray what your mouth is saying.
Okay.
Or what your mouth is not
Or what
saying.
your mouth is
Oh,
not
Because
saying.
if one person is talking and the other one is just silent all the time, then how do you come to a conclusion?
Right.
You can't just draw a conclusion by yourself if nobody else is saying anything. It's like talking to a wall.
Sometimes conclusions are in the silence.
Yeah.
Sometimes, all right. Sometimes a person can withdraw and be physically in the room with you, but they have withdrawn because they ain't saying nothing no more. They are just silent. Mind, heart, and everything is elsewhere, but they just physically in the room. That's dangerous. That is very dangerous to be physically with somebody in the home, in the house, but spiritually in your heart and your mind is somewhere else. So in those times, the silence is speaking loudly, very loud.
Sometimes you, like you say, you didn't have the example as a father in your home, but sometimes you just don't know how to express yourself.
And I can even work with that. Absolutely.
You try to express yourself and it don't come out right. So
Mhm.
now, okay, I'll just be quiet this time. I just won't say nothing. And then,
It's
you know,
frustrating when you
it's
don't know how
frustrating
to
when you don't know how
express
to
how you
express.
feel.
Yeah.
When you can't verbalize how you feel.
Mhm.
And there are some people who are like that regarding certain things. And a lot of times, ladies, it's men because we're not natural talkers. We're not grown, we have not been raised to verbalize our emotions.
Sure.
We've been taught to eternalize things, and we show our emotions more so with paying a bill, you know, or fixing a light or putting in a light bulb. Sometimes that means I'm sorry. You know,
Yeah.
but we don't know
Yeah.
how to verbalize it. We didn't have that blueprint. But me, I'm a communicator.
I am.
I'm a communicator. Well, sometimes that's good. Sometimes that might not be oh so good. Sometimes I need to shut up. But I do believe in full communication, because in that skit, if there had been full communication regarding the time frame, it could have been that her walking away could have been avoided. Maybe 3 days passed by and something happened, and you couldn't pay it, and you're like, hey, I need to go back. I call that full communication. And sometimes even me and my wife, we don't go through full communication. I'm gonna give you one quick example.
Okay.
At work,
Okay.
being the manager, everything I say is done with urgency. I speak somebody's name. Yes, sir. I ask for a document. It's coming in. You know, let's have a meeting. People pulling in chairs, coming in the office right away. I says, it don't work like that at home.
That's right. Yep.
But I had to adjust and understand I wasn't in that office. And a good old 3 seconds have went by, ain't nobody replied to me. But that don't happen at work.
Right. Right.
Miss such and such, yes, Gino. And I get her, Val. I mean, that was some adjust, even with the kids. I'm like, why ain't nobody moving? And I get used to that. I like that.
Yeah.
You know, and it don't transfer, so I had to, break that down, because the sense of urgency at work is a little bit different at the house.
Sure. Absolutely.
But full communication.
Full communication. Absolutely. Anybody else?